Welcome everyone to a second episode of Bulldog FC. This week we're exploring three new players that have landed on the platform and we're going to assess how they could size up in your portfolio. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel as it really does help us know that these videos are worth doing, and ultimately we want to help you and others with their portfolio investments. As when you first start off, it can be a bit daunting, but hopefully I've got all the stats to make it a bit more simple. If you're a first-time visitor to the channel and want to explore what StocksFC is in more detail, be sure to visit the links in the video below, and we strongly recommend that you read the white paper on the StocksFC website. So enough of the woofle, let's get into it and let's see who's available to purchase this week on the platform. The first player is Lavia, who's 21 and he currently plays for Chelsea. In respect of international caps, he's been capped one time for the Belgium squad, and StocksFC have set his initial purchase order price at 51p. He also has a maximum supply on the platform of 7,500 stocks. Now let's take a dive into the data and see what his stats say about his past performances and how he may perform as a player in your portfolio. He's got a player rating of 6.52 on WhoScored.com, and in respect of goals, he hasn't scored this season. He has been on the winning team 7 times, but he has also achieved 1 assist. In terms of shots, there's not much to talk about. He averages 0.1 per 90, and he completes 0.5 key passes per match. So overall, look, I think he's a young player. He is getting international recognition now, but he is playing in a squad absolutely swamped with talent. So he could be one to hold for the future. But as of right now, I cannot foresee his returns are going to go up significantly and that he will return for you in your portfolio. So overall, right now, I think I'm going to give him a Bulldog rating of 2 out of 5. The second player on the platform this week, and probably the one I am most excited about, is Gravenberch, who is 22 and currently plays for Liverpool. And in respect of international caps, he's been capped 18 times. StocksFC have set his initial purchase order price at 59p with a maximum supply of 7,500 stocks. On WhoScored.com, he has the highest player rating of the players we've reviewed so far and comes in at 7.06. In respect of goals, he hasn't returned this season, but he has been on the winning team 25 times. He has also achieved 4 assists in them games. In terms of shots, he averages a healthy 0.5 per 90 and he completes 0.7 key passes per match. After reviewing his stats, I hadn't appreciated the age of Ryan, which does make him very suited to the platform, as hopefully he'll be around for many years to come. He's had an excellent season so far, and it of course is a key reason for Liverpool's Premier League win. Whilst he has no goals, he has assisted 4 times, and obviously he's been on the winning team 25 times, which is a huge haul of points on the StocksFC scoring matrix. Therefore, I think I'm going to have to give him a Bulldog rating of 4 out of 5. And last but not least is Jack Hinshelwood, who is 20 and currently plays for Brighton. He hasn't been capped for the senior English squad yet, but he has picked up a number of caps for the junior teams. StocksFC have set his initial purchase price at 32p, and he has the lowest supply on the platform out of the 3 IPOs this week at just 5,000 stocks. Now let's take a look at his past performances and see what the data shows us in terms of how he may perform on the platform. So he has a player rating of 6.52 on WhoScored.com, and in respect of goals, he's scored twice this season. He's also been on the winning team 9 times and he achieved 2 assists. In terms of shots, he averages 0.6 per 90 and he completes 0.7 key passes per match. So for him overall, I think there's some really good standout positives. He's the youngest and he's picked up a respectable 9 wins this season for Brighton. So there's some real signs of growth for him going forward. We also know that his game time is going to be much more guaranteed with Brighton than if we look at, say, Lavia for Chelsea. Therefore, I'd slightly lean more towards him than I would Lavia. And overall, I think I'm going to give him a Bulldog rating of 3. So for me, this week, I think Gravenberch and Hinshelwood will be the ones that I look at to invest in. As mentioned previously, you should familiarise yourself with the scoring matrix on StocksFC. For the purpose of this video, we have taken goals, assists, shots, key passes and winning team as the key benchmark figures. We've had a look at the players individually. Now we're going to have a look at how they compare against each other to help you with your investment decisions. So for clarity, the way I've calculated the average points is to take their goals, winning team stats, assist stats across the season and divide it by 38 to work out the average per game week. This makes it a lot easier to total the scores when factoring in the other key stats such as key passes and shots on target. To help us compare each of the player statistics, I will use the same formula each week to create a league table for each position, allowing for easier comparison of the IPO stats against their peers in the Premier League, not just for this week, but across all of the IPOs released. Once again, do bear in mind these 5 categories are not the only way that a player can increase or decrease their points for the week. So having a look at the stats, and you can see that Gravenberch's stats do not lie. He's absolutely smashing it compared to the other two. So therefore, I would definitely lean towards Gravenberch and picking up some of his stocks. Now, I think for the other two, you need to take a gamble on one or the other. Who do you fancy based on the stats will do better in the future and who will do better now? For me, my investment strategy is to pick up those players that are younger and more likely to grow as the platform grows as well. For me personally, I'm going to be leaning to Hinshelwood this week. Thanks again to everyone for supporting our channel and listening to another video. We really hope you enjoy the content and use it to help strategize your investment plans going forward. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Supporting channels like this will help us generate more content for the platform, which should help it grow in its visibility, in turn attracting new users and ultimately ensuring the long-term success of StocksFC.